ice cream.
Just starts screaming. Oh god.
All right.
We're fighting Snowball from Frozen.
Marshmallow.
I'm thinking
Marshmallow.
Bumble from the old Rudolph cartoon.
Oh yeah. All right.
Oh, we could totally do so many things. Well, not us, but obviously, Viola with Vicious Mockery, just like mocking it with like these things.
She is very good at negging people, so that's
She
probably what
is.
we're gonna do.
Talia's low-key scared of Viola just because she already has such a low self-esteem. She doesn't want it to get any lower.
Side note, I just turned around and my toddler's staring at me just ominously. Please.
Bork, what are you doing, Bork?
Thank you. Can you close the door? Thanks. Love you.
Bork, bye.
I'm sad I missed Aaron stopping in and saying hi.
Oh my goodness.
All right. We open up back in the little library overlooking the cosmos, and we see this time our little dwarf friend in his little writing nook is reading some letters and going, curse it all to six and he looks at the camera. Oh, sorry. I got a little frustrated. Anyways, and then the door opens and a hand peeks in and just hands him some ice cream and he goes, thank you, Zahn. And he takes it and the person behind it just nods and goes away. He's like, where were we? All right. He strolls back over to the bookshelf and pulls down that same book with his ice cream in hand and starts eating it. Mint chip. Anyways, last time we left off, we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but our adventuring party made their way through the icy dungeon inside Snow Peak Mountain. They encountered the statues of the gods and solved a puzzle. They encountered a map and was able to get some numbers out of that. And then they fought a skeleton. After the skeleton, which Talia finally got that battle axe she wanted, the group took a little bit of a rest in one of the rooms and all had pleasant dreams, or maybe not so pleasant dreams. After that, they solved a musical puzzle, lighting up the final glyph they needed to get to the top of the dungeon. Awaiting them was the unforeseen hunter Artemis, or I guess unseen hunter, but he was seen by Merk. Anyways, Artemis left without the beasts at his side, only his displacer beast, but activated the Snow Golem that our adventurers are about to fight. He was in my dreams. He was mean.
Why does he have to be hot?
Yeah, seriously. Why did I make him so attractive? Anyways.
Why are villains always attractive?
We enjoy hot villains
Like that
that
damn
we can't
necromancer.
fix.
Let me fix you!
Fiction with my friend Trish, and we played through the ice castle where the villain is a little kitty cat who can shapeshift.
Aww.
I love that.
It's so wonderful.
All right. So, top of the round. Merk, what's your plan?
Oh, God. All right, let's see. What would Merk do? So Artemis disappears. Displacer Beast disappears. We're looking a little worse for wear. Gray is in the middle of this fight here. Let's do... Let's make sure I can actually cast this on somebody else. Oh, they changed it a smidge. Guided by a flash of magical insight, you make one attack with a weapon. Oh, it does radiant damage. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers.
Oh, okay. Make the square.
And make my square. I'll do it just like right on top of him.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yep, I can see it.
Okay, and then I think he just needs to roll a deck save, I think.
No, it looks like it takes 4d4. Yeah, it looks like it's just a 4d4.
Let me make sure. All right, let me roll.
Nice.
Takes 10 damage.
So yeah, Snow Golem takes, okay.
Yeah, each creature in the area takes 4d4. Creature also takes this damage if it enters the cube or ends its turn there.
And what kind of slashing? That's slashing.
Yeah, it's slashing damage.
So it seems like that didn't do as much as you would have liked it to do. It only takes half.
Okay, so it is resistant to slashing damage, folks.
But it lets out an angry roar as it is now getting slashed by a bunch of daggers. Anything else you'd like to do, Merk?
I will move right over here, and then I'm going to end my turn.
Got it. Talia, you're up. You're still raging. You are no longer enraged. And I believe you're... Did you get back up? Enlarged. And I believe you're prone as well, so you need to use half your movement speed to get back up.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll use half my movement speed to get back up. I'm currently trying to decide if it's better for me to use invisibility on myself or on Wilbur.
What are you trying to use?
I have invisibility from the last level up.
You're still raging. You cannot cast spells.
Yeah.
You
said enlarge. I thought you said enrage, so I thought you said that my rage.
No, you're still I'm sorry, I misspoke. You're still enraged. You are not enlarged anymore because Merk lost the concentration.
So that means I have 15, 5, 10. I can only go make an attack. Oh, I'll go up to him. And let's just use the battle axe for a base attack.
All right, a 16. Yeah, that hits.
How do I do the
Hit damage. Roll damage.
You should see it on the where it says Great Axe. When in the chat, yeah. Should say roll damage.
Seven.
Hey, there you go.
Is that slashing? Okay, yep, slashing is still not doing as much. One second.
Wilbur, I hate to ask, but if you could summon some flame.
I swear this thing, for some reason, is
right.
not acceptable to flames. I'm gonna be
Anything else?
I'll leave my turn there.
All right. So the Snow Golem takes its turn, and let me just read real quick. Cloud of Daggers.
Don't forget to remove the prone condition, Talia.
Oh, yeah.
You have prone still on your thing.
I think I can remove that. Yeah, I can remove that.
There you go.
Okay, perfect. So it just needs to not end its turn. So Snow Golem will move 5 feet, 10 feet out of the cloud of daggers, and it's gonna first attack Talia.
No. Not a slam. Oh, damn it.
Oh,
no.
geez. Does a 28, 22 hit?
No, actually doesn't.
I forgot. I was on mute. Do you even need to ask?
I do.
It hits.
They like to get you involved.
Not in
All
that
right.
tone of voice.
You
have to
take
ask.
14 damage.
But since I'm raging
All
back
right.
to 7, right?
Yes. And then it turns towards Gray. Because, yeah, it's in Gray's.
No.
And it's
Gray,
gonna
wipe off your glasses.
attack Gray.
Hey, do a barrel roll.
Shit!
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god!
Gray.
No.
You
Oh,
like your
Gray!
wings. Because you're KFC now.
No, he's KFC chicken, please.
Oh, no.
That's a
That
lot of
is
fives.
22 damage. Thank God Gray didn't get hit last combat.
Oh
1
my
second.
goodness.
Gray does have Hellish Rebuke. So yeah, as Gray does that, these purple flames once again envelop him and aim for the Snow Golem. Snow Golem needs to make, oh thank God, Dex saving throw. Fucking hell! Okay, that's a 12. Half as much. Okay, perfect.
It takes 11.
Well, that was just to. Okay, so it takes 14, which is halved because it missed, but also it's doubled because the monster does have vulnerability to fire, so it doesn't even matter.
Oh, sweet.
So
Hell yeah.
it takes 14 damage.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, this Snow Golem is starting to get on its last legs. It is stumbling back from Gray's attack, and you know what? It's gonna stop right there. Wilbur, your turn.
Okay. Ah!
Wilbur, use your flame. Finish it off.
Firebolt! Because I don't have fireball! Fuck!
No,
Roll!
fireball.
I don't have that! Firebolt. Roll. Please. Yay!
Oh, it's like a one. No.
24 hit, please!
Yes, 24 hits.
Thank God.
24 misses.
Don't
Hey,
text him.
almost max damage too.
Nice. Okay, so
Oh
that
my God!
is 9 damage plus. Okay, so because it's doubled because of the fire vulnerability, Wilbur, how do you want to do this?
Oh! Oh, fuck. How do I want to do it? Oh, probably just seeing his friends getting attacked, him panicking, and knowing that he doesn't have Firebolt, just holding his hands out and just screams Firebolt. And how big does a Firebolt get?
I don't know. As it's a molt of fire, so
It's pretty. It can get pretty big.
I guess in his panic, it's just this huge rock of flames or whatever, and just goes straight for its head, probably melting through it in a circle, just flying out of it.
absolutely. So yeah, you completely melt this thing and it melts to the ground.
Yay!
Woo! Great job,
Talia's
Wilbur.
gonna fall to her knees, and you're just gonna start seeing her sob.
Oh no.
She's
Oh,
sad.
Wilbur's gonna go over to like comfort her, even though he's not quite sure what to do. And just pat, 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 pat.
Gray will go over to you and wrap his wings around you.
She's just gonna like take a minute and start crying even more because she, for the first time in years, have people around her when she's sad.
Skylar kind of squawks and pulls out the little match that Merk gave you earlier.
She's gonna pat her softly on the head and go, "We'll be okay," and get up slowly and just kind of look at everyone and say, "Well, I guess we know who we're finding."
Gray nods.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure this isn't all the beasts. And as everything falls silent, you remember all the beasts that are in the cages around you. The kitsune, Hakon, a baby black dragon, and a bunch others, but this isn't all of them.
Oh, looks like we kind of missed a few. We got here a little too late.
Or he's transported them somewhere else. From the sounds of it, he's got allies. A pale demoness. Did anybody catch that name?
I think I did. It
I
was
think it would start with a G.
Gridded?
Rigid.
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 1 second. Give me 1 second.
I was gonna say, can you spell it?
Oh shit. Hold on. As Grace thinks, his eyes widen and he goes, "The Lord of Demons."
Excuse me?
The Lord of what now?
Lord of Demons. She serves the Demon King as his right-hand man. The Demon King Drazian.
Neither of those sound good.
The Demon King Drazian has been gone for a long time, but there have been rumors that his reincarnation is sealed up somewhere.
Do you know where?
I don't, unfortunately. As for that other name that the man that he addressed, Gerlin, that's not one I recognize either.
I think I might know someone.
Hmm?
When
Oh.
I left home, I went from library to library looking for information. I'm trying to remember the map here.
It's in locations.
Yep, I'm looking at it now. I'm trying to remember where this is. Yeah. In the library of Athergard, there was a man named Max. He was on the older side, gray blue hair, kind eyes. He knew more than I think anyone his age should.
Hmm.
Maybe he might know something.
Yeah, where'd you last see him?
Athergard.
Yeah, so Talia, you are using your campaign. This is once per campaign, so this is your one and only I know a guy.
Yeah, I think he could be someone that we could come back to, but I think Max would be a good source of information.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to describe Max a little more, or is this all you're giving me?
I will say he is an elven humanoid man. I think he has caramelier skin with his like almost blue silver hair. I'd say he probably has golden eyes, like the kind of brown that look like honey in the sun, but deep and dark when they're in shadow.
All right. All right, so yep, Max now exists in the world. So yeah, if you guys go to Aethergard, you can follow up with him on that. And I'm gonna say specifically in Aethergard, he was in Soulless Steam, which is the capital of Aethergard.
Yeah.
All right. So Gray kind of nods and he goes, "Well, we might as well do what we can here and start freeing up these creatures." And he will. I don't have them on the map, but they're basically scattered around. Like there's a Kate Sith, there's a few different beasts that were not mentioned. that
Yeah, I
are
guess we just go around and.
Yeah.
Woof, 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 woof.
Yep, you get Hakan out and she nuzzles you. And she
Wilbur
just
just has a giant smile.
Do I see the other griffins that I had encountered when we started this here?
So you remember that they were griffin eggs specifically that were taken from the nest. They are
Ooh.
not present.
I think Skylar's sad by that. She doesn't see them, so Talia's gonna just comfort Sky for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I guess while the wolves, I forget their name, is nuzzling me, can I
Hakan.
check them to Hakan? Can I check on their previous injuries that they had to see if they've healed right and all of that?
Yep, she's still a little wounded, but you can tell. Actually, make me a medicine check. Sorry.
Okie dokie. Medicine. That's a 10. For a second, I thought I rolled a 1.
Yeah, they're healing all right. It doesn't look like she's sustained any more. Might have sustained a few injuries from getting captured by Artemis, but it looks like most of them have healed all right.
That's good.
Viola will go over and try to get the kitsune out.
So yep, you get the kitsune out. You guys find the keys nearby. So, yeah, you guys get the kitsune out, and she is like grateful to you as well. She kind of bows her head to you.
Viola will bow her
gonna-
head back.
And then once you guys have gotten everything out, Gray kind of looks around and he's like, I think we've gotten everyone we can. And then his eyes turn towards the dais that's in the center. It is frozen over and goes, wonder what this is.
Hmm.
How about we not walk on it? But we've established that us walking into Diocese is not a good thing.
You can't walk on it. It's hovering over the ground, frozen in place.
Should I try and melt the stuff?
You can certainly try.
I guess I would use firebolt for that, but how?
Just make me like an attack check. Oh, sorry.
Because we're talking about this thing all the way down here, right?
Yeah, that is roughly where it is this altar.
I would really like, before anything else happens, I would really like to send Sky to look for anything in there that would be important. So I would really love to have her fly around it just real fast. I'll keep my
Absolutely.
distance.
Yeah, she flies around the dais and she kind of taps at the ice and it just seems inactive. Like, you can tell this might have been once a great powerful thing, but it's just inactive for right now.
Okay. I'm gonna have.
Are there any? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. I was just gonna say I'm gonna have Sky sit back for a second while Wilbur does his thing, but
30 feet should be fine, right?
I'm gonna have her go back about 25.
Oh yeah, Gray's gonna move back and he's gonna try and think on this.
Everyone's backing away from me.
Gray's standing right by you. He's not bothered by fire.
I got fire defense, but I still don't want to be scorched right now. I'm at 23 health.
That's fair. Okay, let's try this. Wee. Fuck.
All right, yeah. So you are
Oh.
the ice melts away to reveal the dais. It looks in perfect condition. And as you melt this ice away, Wilbur, it begins to turn and glow.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Talia and
What
Sky
have I done?
go, shiny.
No,
As-
no.
As it begins to glow, the glow turns brown, then purple, then pink, then white, as these lights begin to surround the four of you. And as you stand there, those lights from your heart that were in those dreams that you all had at the beginning of this campaign begin to come out. And standing in front of each of you is an ethereal looking heart. Merk, standing in front of you is a brown one. Wilbur, a purple one. Talia, a pink one. And Viola, a white one.
I love Kingdom Hearts.
Talia's just gonna poke it like, what on earth?
And as they kind of go back into your chest, Gray just looks amazed. Well, that was the last thing I expected to see today. Oop. No, I said stop. Soul Hearts.
So what now? What?
Let's talk as we get off this mountain. Let's get these creatures released.
Yeah. Yes.
As you guys walk down, Gray will begin to explain the story. Hundreds of years ago, there were these hearts called soul hearts that were dormant. As legend goes, the goddess Asin, the god Israel, and the goddess Tyr all used these to seal the god of nightmares, or so the legend goes. But they vanished, disappearing to wherever they are needed. If anyone should control the 10 of them, right, it is 10. Let me check my notes. Yes, 10 of them. They can control the reality of Mistdell. Oh, sorry. As you guys are talking, the dyad shrunk down. The dyad shrunk down to be carried and kind of hovered in front of Talia.
Oh. She'll put her hands underneath it and let it land in her hands softly.
So that is the legend of the Soul Heart. They can kind of control the reality of Mistdell, but there is another objects that can do the same. And as Gray is about to start speaking, you hear, Gray! And flying down to meet you all, you're now on the forest path, is a moth avian who, Talia, you recognize as Pandora, or Pan, Gray's sister.
Talia's just gonna hide behind Gray like, oh god, I don't want to hear this either.
Gray tries to hide behind Merk. Gray tries to hide behind
Howdy there.
And she just kind of crossed her arms and goes, you, get out here, you coward. And she kind of pulls her brother out. And she's like, you reckless shit. You should have told me where you were going. I was so worried about you. And next, so Pandora has the similar dirty brown hair that her brother does with, she's wearing a much heavier, like, red coat. And she's got the same brown eyes as her brother with lunar moth wings behind her back. And as she's kind of scolding Gray, she looks at Talia, hi Talia, and keeps going back to scolding Gray. And as she does, Hakan walks forward to greet a teenage direwolf who kind of licks Hakan and is followed by the two baby direwolves you saw earlier. And and Moon falls on his face.
My son! Wilbur's just gonna crouch down, like, hold his hands. I'll just be like, my son.
Just, his tongue is out, he waddles over to you and falls into your arms.
Wilbur's, like, just has the biggest, dorkiest smile. He's like, I could die happy.
Hakan kind of gives you a smile and nods. And Pan kind of pets her. He's like, oh, I'm so glad you're okay, Hakan. Tilly and I were worried sick about you. and
Do it.
my direwolf Tilly, and she gestures to the teenage direwolf that is next to her. Tilly is Hakon's oldest. I nicknamed all of them. The derpy one you got there, I nicknamed Billy, but I guess Moon Moon is still an appropriate name. The little shy one is Millie, and yeah, Tilly's been with me for a while now, haven't you, girl? And she kind of pets Tilly.
Merk is gonna take off his hat and look at this new face that has graced the group, and say, "Well, don't give Gray too much of a hard time. He did help us."
Did I just disconnect, or was that just Nikki?
I did hear fall off a bit
Nikki,
towards that end of it.
you got cut
Mistdell
off.
to Nikki. Oh no, we lost Nikki.
I think my internet went out. There we go. I think it's
Oh,
back.
there you go. Yeah,
Okay,
you're
wow.
back.
All right. So I take off my hat and I this new face and I say, don't beat up Gray too much. They did help us out quite a bit.
Gray just nods. I was panicking, Pan. And besides, I sent Billy and Tilly, or Moon Moon, I guess, after you. Or didn't I? She gets kind of sighs. Yeah. Wait until Impulse hears about this, and he goes, "No!" And then Pan just smiles and goes, "Thank you for looking after my brother. I hope your glasses didn't get too fogged up." Oh, that was the issue. And Gray kind of takes off his glasses and kind of gets them all clean. And Pan goes, "Well, thank you for your help. I really do appreciate it."
Yeah, we probably would have gotten more roughened up if you weren't there.
Aw, I would have gotten more roughed up if you guys hadn't been there. Capable fighters. If you ever need anything, give me a call. Pan and I are always traveling around with 3 of our friends. And Pan and Gray will walk off, accompanied by the teenage direwolf, who gives her siblings and her mother one more lick before heading off with them. And Hakon will take both the babies, kind of bow deeply to you guys, and wander off, as has everybody else in the group, in the little creature group. And as you guys are making your way back to Nihiver, or Snow Peak Village, a gold rushes up to meet you, and he goes, "What? What happened? I just saw glowing on the mountain. What happened?"
Talia's just gonna hold up the diadem.
Oh my.
Found most of the beasts.
He picks
And
up.
Wilbur killed
Fought
a
a
snow
giant snow thing.
Oh. And you were saying, Talia?
We also fought.
Talia's just holding up the diadem and silent, and small tear goes down her cheek because she let him get away.
All right. I'm sure there's a story there you guys will have to explain. And Merk, you hear a small noise from your pocket.
Oh.
I look at my pocket. Well, it's not very often my pocket makes noise.
You see the baby dragon, the baby black dragon, is just peacefully taking a nap in there.
Oh.
He must have snuck into your pocket when you guys were talking.
Merk just pats it and covers him up with his coat.
A gold kind of sniffs. Why do I smell a dragon around here?
Probably me. I farted.
Make a deception check.
I just scared the baby away.
Alright.
By pretending I smell it too.
Yes.
I mean, I probably smell like fire.
Let's see. Deception.
Well, can I help too because of that? Because I probably do smell like fire.
You get the help action, Merk.
Merk is a horrible liar, by the way.
Oh no. Oh.
I got an 11.
Yeah, I don't even need to look up what I have for a gold stats. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, a gold just kind of looks at you and looks in your pocket and goes, "Run!" Startling the baby dragon awake. It's like, pops up. "Ren, Dragonheart, you change back right now, mister." And you see the dragon roll his eyes and turn slowly into a humanoid. Basically kind of looks like a dragonborn with black scales, red hair, and dragon horns. Goes, "Hi, Gold. I have been worried sick about you. You went missing. Okay, I'm sorry. There was a town in danger. I had to help out. How was I supposed to know I'd got caught off guard and I'd have to change into a baby dragon to keep myself safe?" A Gold just sighs. "I'm glad you're okay, little brother." It kind of gives him a noogie.
Little brother.
Wilbur's just like having his hands up to his cheeks with like a shocked expression, just like the drama.
Merk looks at a Gold because this is kind of news to him. He didn't know he had a brother.
Well, he mentioned it to you when you guys met in Seabirth.
He did, but he didn't say he was a dragonborn.
And a Gold just goes, "This is my brother Ren, Prince of Dragons." And Ren just kind of lures it up. "You just had to use my title, didn't you, Prince of Fae?" Yeah, whatever.
Prince of Dragons.
So wait a minute. Excuse me, whose dad is shared and whose mom is shared? I have to know.
Wilbur's like gonna take his hat off and just bow, being like, "I didn't know they were princes."
So will Merk. Merk loves dragons.
A Gold's just like, "Oh, can it, you two. Merk, I've known you for years. Wilbur, you're fine." Yeah, so...
Talia gives him like curtsy, but more so a nod of just like respect.
Thank you. Our mom is a dragon, and she's currently queen of the dragons, and our dad is currently king of the Fae, or at least the head Fae. There was an alliance many years ago, and they had me. Several hundred years later, they had Ren to take over the dragon throne. I'm taking over the Fae throne, and he's taking over the dragon. And Ren just nods. "And we have an adopted younger sister who she's not taking over any throne, but she's adorable anyways, and we love her, and she's a Neko Yin."
And
Just
when we had that first meeting with Rose and with Rose and a Gold, they did mention they were fiancés, right?
Yes, Rose and a Gold are engaged, yes.
So Rose is gonna be a princess.
One
Wilbur says that out loud, like, "Rose is a princess?"
Technically, she will be, yes. Yes.
Technically, as of right now, she's a princess consort.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, she's a princess. Anyways.
Alright.
Ren just nods.
Merk taps him with his elbow and goes, "Are you dog? Come on now." Relax there, I go. There's children here.
I mean, she's your princess.
A Gold just chuckles. And Ren just fake gags and goes, "Oh, hush up. Leon has been worried sick. You get to your boyfriend right now before he destroys another pot in the castle." Ren just sighs and goes, "Yes, mister." And he goes, "Well, I'll see you all. Should you need anything in Dragonspire, I owe you all a great favor for helping me out." And his no, his boyfriend is not linked. It was the quickest thing I could think of.
Your boyfriend's the hero of time?
No! Link is not canon, okay? Oh my god.
Boyfriend is a hothead.
We just hear from the distance.
Oh my god.
A hothead, though.
I love you guys. Okay. So yes, a Gold Ren will spread his wings and fly off. And a Gold goes, "You know, I bet $20, 20 GP gold, Merk, that Ren was the one that helped out at Seabirth."
there was a dragon that did land and help me.
Black dragon breathed
Uh,
fire.
It was a black dragon that did breathe fire.
Yep, that's him. All right, well, I think you've all had enough excitement for one night. Everybody's gathering in the tavern. I know, Viola, your performance isn't till tomorrow, but I still owe you all a drink. My debt. My treat.
I suppose I can stay for one drink.
I mean, you do have your performance as well.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
right?
That's tomorrow, and I
that.
need to teach you guys a dance at least. Because
Talia,
Oh,
you
no,
were
a
never
dance?
been on
We
stage
need to
by
dance?
myself.
All right. I
Get
did not
booze!
update Rose. And as you guys step into the tavern is lively with music. It is like a good sight. Like you see Tice and Tabitha, they're at the bar talking. A Gold kind of gets a seat in the corner with Rose. You see Vasil, the bookkeeper, Tonks, the blacksmith, and Hoshi, the general store owner. They're all playing cards together. You see Angel in a table shuffling cards, but not playing cards. And on the stage, pretend this Christmas tree is a stage, you see a familiar face. You see Ezekiel setting up.
Viola will immediately run over.
Wilbur's gonna curiously go over to Angel because she's such a sweetheart.
Talia
So-
will follow because she likes card games.
Okay, so we'll deal with Merk. What are you doing?
Merk is going to go outside for a cigarette.
All right, so we'll deal with
There's
Viola
pretty cool.
first. You run over. You see Ezekiel setting up, and he goes, "Talia or Viola, it's so good to see you again, my friend."
I didn't think you were real for a minute.
I am very well, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm great. It's nice to know you're not a figment of my imagination.
I'm actually performing tonight. I heard you're performing tomorrow.
Yes, I am. Hopefully my new group, not to say they're replacing my old troupe. They can't replace them. No one can replace them. Hopefully they can be of some assistance. Uh, and she starts like picking at her fingers and stuff, showing her anxiety.
Is everything okay, Viola?
Yeah, as good as it can be. Just a lot going on today.
Well, I shall hear the story after my performance. I would be more than happy to lend an ear.
I would appreciate that.
And they kind of nod and smile. Talia and Wilbur, you guys go over to Angel, who is shuffling cards. But as she's shuffling them, you see they're not playing cards, and she goes, "Oh, I'm practicing my tarot."
Whoa. What's that?
Tarot cards can read your fortune or answer a question you might have.
Oh.
Would either of you two like a reading?
Yes, please. I don't know
I
on
would
what
like
though.
them to, but maybe ask about where you came from.
Ooh, that'd be good. Yeah, if anything could maybe either point me in the right direction of my past or give me clues, that could be more helpful than whatever could be in my journal.
All right, so we shall draw cards for Wilbur's future. I'm actually going to do this in real life.
Wow.
So you
Need me
see
to come over?
No. You see Angel pulls out 3 cards. The back of the cards are dragon, and they have a symbol in the center of them. As she is doing this reading for you, Merk, you're stepping out for a cigarette?
Yes. I also can't move Merk for some reason.
1 second. I might not. All right, 1 second. Now can you move him?
Yes. Thank you. maybe.
You are on the ruler, so you might need to click the select token.
There we go. There we go.
There it is. So you step out for a cigarette and you see a kind of grizzled Viking-looking person with white hair. He's kind of out in the streets chopping up wood and delivering them to nearby to a bonfire.
I'll go over and help.
And he kind of looks at you for a second, surprised. He's got yellow and blue eyes. One eye is yellow, one eye is blue, and he's got horns. And he goes, "Oh, thank you." And he just quietly gets back to work.
That's the least I can do.
And as you're helping him, as Angel is giving Talia and Viola a reading, or Talia and Wilbur a reading, my God. And Israel gets set up and begins to play their song. Let me just make sure. Okay, that's muted. Okay, perfect. 1 second. So while we're doing this is the song that's playing right now. And Angel pulls out 3 cards for you. They are black with dragons on the corners and have a die in the center of them, like a 20-sided die. And she flips over 3 cards. The Sun, Justice, and Wheel of Fortune. The Sun card has a knight with a glowing sword on it. Give me 1 second. Find this card. Because I genuinely am doing this, so I actually need a minute to look it up.
Oh, you're good. Take your time.
So for the Sun, Angel goes, "I see you as a child. You were an innocent kid, always playing, always running around in the sun." The next card is Justice, with a woman clad in armor, holding a sword downward. As a teenager, you were always researching, always looking into new things, trying to shatter through your old beliefs. You had a lust for research, and you definitely feel this is true. And as she pulls the last card, the Wheel of Destiny, you see a wheel with a dragon below, and you see the 2 from before, the knight and the woman, over it. And she goes, "The Wheel of Fortune. At some point, your destiny took a change, and it's your choice what you do with your destiny." That was actually an amazing fucking reading. Holy shit.
That was incredible.
Fuck. Wilbur's just like, he's like deep in thought, like trying to think about it.
Talia gets excited and goes, "Me next, me next."
Yeah,
All
Wilbur's
right.
just gonna ponder on that for a moment.
1 second. I will send the cards in chat, because I'm actually pulling this from the official Dungeons & Dragons set. So I will put this in puzzles and riddles, if Discord will
Definitely
work.
be putting that in my notes.
And Discord's deciding to be a bitch on my phone. There we go. So as this is happening and Ezekiel is playing, Talia, what's your question?
Talia just wants to know what her future looks like from here.
All right, what does Talia's future look like from here? And as Ezekiel plays, Viola, you recognize it has a similar melody to the song they taught you, and henceforth has a similar melody to the one in the dungeon. Seems like this is the actual song where that melody derived from. And as they're playing, you kind of hear multiple voices, even though it is just them playing their lyre.
Viola will just be listening at the edge of the stage with rapt attention, and she'll feel like she's a kid again for the first time listening to a performance in the town square.
Yeah, this is basically a Nat 20 performance, essentially. As they finish up, the group of them clap and they smile brightly at you.
That was amazing.
Thank you. I think it was an old song I wrote. I'm still trying to recover my memories of what happened before I was petrified. I'm actually trying to explore more temples of the gods. I don't know why, but they feel called to. I feel called to. Should I ever need your help, can I count on you?
She'll place her hand over her heart and bow at the waist and go, of course.
Thank you, my friends. And they will go back to playing music for the crowd. All right, let's do your reading, Talia. Ooh, okay, this one's gonna be a little more hard because the one thing I don't like about this deck is it doesn't tell you, like, I see a page, but I don't know what page this is, so I need to give it a second to look it up. But the first card you pulled is a woman holding a globe wearing a white outfit labeled the Empress. So Angel says, "Oh, this card's beautiful. I see in your future the ability to reach your capacity and to express beauty and to nurture others from a place of power and protection. That's gorgeous."
Protection. You see Talia just kind of holds her heart and smiles a little bit.
Right, now's the complicated one, because, okay, I think... here it is. So the next one she pulled was a knight, and she goes, "The strength of knight. You will go full out, not looking back. Follow your gut, doing whatever it takes to make whatever happen.
She takes that information and nods.
And, okay, not that page. I think it might be wisdom? Page of wisdom? Because they turned basically... Oh, no, it's not wisdom. They turned... Oh, must be charisma. All the minor arcana into strength, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, which is really cool, but it's hard to look up what cards they belong to. Okay. The page of charisma. It looks like you're getting yourself into an adventure and rekindling the sense of adventure with even the smallest things. You're going to realize what's working and what's not.
She's gonna give her a little nod and say thank you. I needed
Of
this more
course.
than I even knew.
Of course. If you ever need anything, let me know.
Talia's gonna smile, pat her on the shoulder, and go up to the bar to get a drink.
So, yep, you hear Tice and Tabitha talking, and Tice goes, you guys are on Rose's tab tonight. What can I get you?
Could I just do a whatever you have on tap?
Oh, we got a lot of things. I got ale, I got wine, I got beer. I can make you a cocktail. And Tabitha will go, "The espresso martinis are what this place is known for, if you need a recommendation." And she seems a lot more relaxed than earlier.
I'm not a coffee person, but thank you. That does sound delicious. Maybe Wilbur will take one. Could I do one espresso martini and one ale?
Coming right up. And Tice will pull out an ale for you. This is a dwarven ale. I hope it'll do. And he mixes up an espresso martini for Wilbur.
And then once I have that, I'm still gonna give him, looking for my inventory. I'm gonna give him a gold piece. Why not?
Tice takes it, nods. You didn't have to do that, friend, but thank you. I always appreciate it. Oh, I think there might be some quests on the board that'll be here tomorrow. I know some people were asking, so I'll put them up tomorrow.
Perfect. Thank you.
As you walk,
back and give Wilbur his espresso martini.
as you walk back to the bar, you pass by the card game going on between Hoshi, Tonks, and Vasil, and Tonks goes, "Full house!" Hoshi goes, "Fuck!" And he looks at you guys. Oh, I got some potion stuff in my store. And he looks much more awake than he did when you guys saw him earlier. I got some I got an alchemy kit, and I got some potion ingredients, just some common potion ingredients that are around here, if you guys are interested.
Perfect, thank you.
And they go back to their game.
Probably when Talia comes back over, Wilbur's still, like, deep in thought, like, just trying to see if what he has been told sparks any sort of memories.
Yeah, 1 second.
Oh, no.
Fireball.
No, not yet. I don't even think you can learn Fireball.
No, he thinks he's still a wizard. Like, of anything that he probably could remember, he still thinks he's a wizard, but he is not. So, unfortunately, no fireball.
Okay.
I still love the joke.
Double
Fireball.
fireball.
1 second.
I should say that to like a boss or something that we fight just to throw them off.
Okay,
Will.
Will.
Exception on top of it. Yeah.
Will, roll me a d6, please.
6? Oh god. That'll be a 1.
A 1? Okay. As you're deep in thought, you recall how should I word this? You recall something painful. Something slashing at your chest. And something slashing at your back. And you hear a voice behind you. I'm so sorry.
He's just gonna slowly like reach up to like the ring that's hanging around his neck and just like grasp it, but he does still have that distant look in his eyes while contemplating it all.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody would like to do tonight?
I'm just gonna hand Wilbur the drink and just go, I think you might need this now, bud.
I don't know if he's ever drinking before, so he probably doesn't even know it's alcohol. He's 19.
And that's legal age here in Mistdell. 18 is legal age to drink in Mistdell.
So he's like just half-mindedly like taking it and like goes and just starts drinking it, thinking like it's coffee.
And yeah, you don't taste it. In my experience with espresso martinis, you don't tend to taste alcohol. So yeah, you don't taste the alcohol at all.
Oh no. We'll see how Wilbur is later.
You're perfectly fine for right now.
Okay.
Maybe a bit like more, maybe a bit tipsy, but nothing really else.
But he is also going to give Talia a small nod and just quietly mumble thank you before he took that sip.
She's just gonna squeeze his shoulder and like a reaffirming, like, I'm here for you, dude.
Aww. All right, anybody else?
Viola will just be walking around surveying the rest of the building so she can start planning her set in her head.
Yep, the building is exactly what you guys see. There are some rooms upstairs. There's a kitchen back here. Yeah, you just see everybody about. There's You see a cozy fire around here. This tree is not a tree, it's a stage. This was the best winter tavern I could get.
It's beautiful.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
So
And it's not too terribly Christmassy, besides the tree.
No.
no, it's perfect.
Talia would really like to look. You said it was a diadem that she got at the end
A
of
dais. Yeah.
a dais. Can you describe that for me? I don't think I know what that is.
I believe I put it in loot? No, not loot. Where did I put it? 1 second. I put it in one of the chats last week. But essentially it is okay, I did not put it in one of the chats
World War.
Oh, is it World Lore?
Mhm.
Yeah, so that is what you... So it's
Okay.
basically a smaller version of that, where it is an orb in the center. You see several rings around it. One ring that kind of goes horizontally, and one ring that kind of goes vertically. Previously, it was glowing, like, pink when it showed you guys the soul hearts. Now it is kind of just not glowing, like it looks inactive, but you can tell. Actually, no, you know what? It's glowing white. It's kind of glowing a lightish blue white.
Do I think that there's anybody in this tavern I can ask if they've seen this before or have any information on it?
Rose and a Gold are in the corner talking.
Talia's gonna go ask them about it and see if they recognize anything about it.
So, yep, you come up on the two of them. They're kind of dancing quietly in the corner to the music. And as you come over, a Gold kind of does a dip for Rose before letting her up. She goes, "Gold Dragon Heart? What?" And he kind of chuckles and goes, "Oh, Talia, what can I do for you?"
After we finished what happened up in the mountains, this presented itself to us. Do you recognize this?
Rose's eyes widen and she goes, Oh, shoot, that's... And she kind of looks at a Gold and goes, "I'll have some more info for you guys later, okay? I need to look into some of this, but I believe I do know what it is."
Awesome. And then Talia's just gonna sit here with them, drinking her ale and watching them dance because she's never been in love.
So yes, they are just like, dancing. And Rose has in her hand what kind of looks like it basically looks like a cosmic drink in her hand. And a Gold has some sake. All right, anybody else?
I'm good.
I can't think of anything else.
Still not updating Rose's... Oh, maybe because I did... Aha. No? Oh, wait, that's what I did wrong. Sorry. Okay, if nobody has anything to do, after everything kind of winds down, Rose will go, here, you guys can stay at the cabin.
Thank you.
And you guys head out slightly out of town to a cabin in the woods. And she goes, "This place always has plenty of extra rooms. It has anything you guys need. The rooms will be designed to your guys' preference. You guys are welcome to stay as long as you like. I will be looking into this for you." And she kind of taps Talia with the dais. So I'll be looking into you guys. I will let you guys know what I have when I have anything. And you guys head off to bed. Would you guys like to do Roll for Dreams?
Oh
Yes.
God.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Do you want this in Foundry?
Hmm?
Do you want this in Foundry?
Yes, put your rolls. If you would like to roll for dreams, put it in Foundry. If you guys don't,
Yeah.
that's totally fine. You can opt out.
What are we
Just roll a
rolling again?
d20.
Yep, you guys just roll a d20. Now, I will say with the dreams shuffle every time you do them. And I have more than 20, so there are some dreams that are not available to you guys each time you do the roll.
The two of us got twos.
Oh no.
All right, 2 2s, a 10.
Ooh, okay, that's not too bad.
I'm low-key kind of scared because I told Raya something about my character today, and I don't know if they're going to use it against me yet.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's why I'm scared.
Also dangerous to do day of game.
So, Talia and, or not Talia, why do I keep getting you two confused today? Viola and Merk, you guys have a similar, not a similar dream, but you guys have basically the same theme for your dream, is a bad memory. Merk, what do you dream about?
Oh, just the reoccurring depression of his life. He sees Marlene far away. He can't reach her. He turns and looks and sees himself getting older and older. No purpose or meaning to his life, and trying to chase any sort of happiness, and he just is always out of reach.
All right, as you kind of dream this, right at the end of the dream, you hear a voice. You do have a purpose, Merk Hallentor. Do not let your life go to waste. And you wake up with those words in your head. Viola, what do you dream about? And you get the same one, is a bad memory.
I'm tied between two. Fuck. I'll go with the more recent one. The day she woke up to her bandmates missing.
Yeah, you wake up, you're utterly alone. The fire's been put out, you only have your belongings.
And all she can see is where Enex and Shike had been laying. She had heard Enex snoring the night before, so she knew they had stayed throughout some of the night. But it's always weird because usually Shike wakes her up in the morning and she had slept well into noon. And that's when she knew something was wrong. And
Yep.
this will be her first performance performing alone without them by her side.
So as you kind of dream this and you kind of wander, you hear a voice. Do not give up, Viola. You will find your friends, I'm sure of it. It's Ezekiel's voice. But that is all you hear when you wake up. Ooh, okay, Em.
Oh god, I'm scared.
You get dealer's choice. You get to decide what you dream about.
Ooh.
Or you can re-roll, whichever you would prefer.
Let's let the dice decide.
Yeah, let's roll for it.
Choose a number between 1 through 5.
Let's do 3.
3? Okay, this is the dice Ree got me for Christmas.
Ooh, nice.
That is a 12.
That is a 12. I love this one. You find yourself in a party. You are in a party. You see a lot of battle-worn soldiers, and you're all dancing around, having a party, drinking. What is Talia doing in this party? She just feels in a really good mood.
I think she's dancing to the music. I think she's not thinking of anything bad in her life. And she knows Skylar's taken care of wherever she is. I think she's letting loose and getting as drunk as she can.
You see, Skylar is kind of, when people do surf at concerts? She's
Yeah.
Skylar's being surfed across the crowd.
Yeah, I think Talia deserves that.
And as you're partying, you see a figure standing in the corner with kind of like a Viking-looking person with runes all over their body, kind of black face mate over their face, and they kind of nod and go, "Good, you deserve to be happy." And you wake up.
Talia is very confused, but has a small smile on her face. I also need a picture of Skylar crowd surfing.
Ree?
I will be working on it now.
Oh my god. Well,
Oh no.
hold on. I'm gonna circle through some music for this one. Just ignore the titles.
The titles are Death, Doom, Destruction.
Oh no. I'm scared.
This one, yeah, this one's good. And Will, you find yourself in a dark library covered in mist. You see above you is the restricted section. As you are walking, you hear a voice calling out to you. Wilbur. Where are you, Wilbur? What do you do?
Not sure. He's not sure what the voice is.
And it makes him feel uneasy, and his first instinct is to just hide. So if he can see like a bookshelf or a table, he just goes behind or under that and tries his best to stay quiet.
Yeah, so you go under a bookshelf and you look next to you and you see a young girl next to you as well. A young cloaked figure with blue hair sticking out. And you see a dream catcher hanging from her neck. And she just looks at you and goes, "Shh." And as she does, you hear the voice again. "Wilbur, don't hide from me. Why are you hiding from your friend?"
In his head, he's just like, this thing is not my friend.
And Talia and the girl kind of nods next to you. And you can't actually see who is speaking. But all of a sudden, a hand grabs the table you guys are hiding under. And you see a large cloaked figure with glowing red eyes bend down. "I found you, boy. She cannot hide you from me." And you wake up.
Probably Wilbur wakes up screaming, panicked.
As you wake up screaming, you hear footsteps and Rose comes running. She goes, "Wilbur?"
I think Talia's also behind her with that. Just like, what on earth? With her battle axe at the ready.
She
Not
knocks.
understanding why, he just kind of looks over at the satchel that he carries, terrified.
Wilbur or Rose kind of knocks at the door. Wilbur, are you okay? You can see early morning light is streaming in, and you see a dream catcher on your window still.
He's gonna get up and like just quickly start getting changed because he only slept in pants, and is like just quickly trying to put his shirt on and vest, and he's like, I'm fine, I'm fine."
You see Merk stumble in the hall with a gun in hand, no shirt, no pants, just underwear, going, "What's going on?"
A gold control your friend, and a gold goes, and kind of stumbles out of the bedroom. What? Huh?
A gold, take your pants off, quick! Someone's here.
Rose, evil entities cannot enter the cabin. It must have been a nightmare. Wilbur, can we come in?
Yeah. He's like just tugging his shirt on, just like, yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
Rose will open the door right before you get your shirt on
Oh.
and kind of gasp.
So, right down his chest is a clear bluish opening, and you can see his bones within, and it goes right through him to his back.
Rose
I will
kind of
send a picture.
yes. Rose kind of puts her hand over her mouth and goes, Wilbur?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just
Merk and Talia, you
sorry.
also see this.
Talia is just kind of stunned and doesn't know what to say, so she doesn't say anything and just looks at Wilbur and asks him again, "Are you all right?" Trying to not acknowledge it so he doesn't feel weird about it because she knows what it's like to have people stare at you and you feel wrong.
I'm fine. Why are you all looking at me like that?
Rose kind of catches on from Talia and goes, sorry. Just surprised is all. I'll be downstairs. Do you want any coffee? Tea?
Coffee, please.
I'll make breakfast. And she kind of scurries. And she kind of, not in a hurry, but she kind of goes downstairs to make coffee.
Wilbur's still just confused on the looks he's getting and like just fixes his shirt, which you can see, and it's also on the sweater, is stitch marks from them being fixed.
Merk he's kind of not averted his gaze from you. It's not like a gaze of pity or like overactive imagination. It's like he's looking at you like a dad looks at his son.
Oh.
And he just kind of walks up to you and just puts a hand on your shoulder and just says, you know, I'm sorry.
Or what?
Just, that's it. I'm sorry.
That just confuses him more, and he's like, "Is this not normal for humans?" Because Merk, you're a human, right?
He's a variant, but yes, he is.
Talia's gonna look at Wilbur and just start shaking her head. That's not normal, buddy.
Oh. No wonder Robin looked the same way.
But that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. Do you hear me?
Okay.
It could be a clue.
Hey, yeah, he's right. It means we could figure out who you are.
Maybe, I mean, I've had this, and, he'll kind of take his hat off and pull out an hand axe that he has, and the blade of it is the same length as the wound on his chest. And I had this, as I've mentioned, covered in blood, both me, my clothes, this, but I don't know how or why. And yesterday during the card reading, my back, I don't know, but someone apologized.
Well, you know what? How about we go downstairs and get some of that tea?
Okay. He's just gonna quietly follow everyone out. But does
Merk
look
looks
like
at
a
Talia.
bag.
Merk just looks at Talia in the face, like, ultimate concern.
Talia looks at him with wide eyes and just shrugs her shoulders like, we gotta support, and then just starts following Wilbur's side and has her hand on his back, giving him like gentle rubs.
I did forget to mention you all take a long rest.
Whoop, whoop.
Yes.
Finally. Merk was sleepy.
Oh,
Was the biggest of EPs.
I was
right. I
eepy.
forgot to mention this before we did the long rest. Wilbur was trying to see if he could decipher anything in his book.
So, you guys, because Rose doesn't have the info that you guys need yet, you got and Viola's concert is tonight. You guys have a day of downtime, so you guys can do whatever you need to in the area. You guys can go shopping. You guys can train. A gold does pull you aside, Merk, and asks if you want to train.
Well, I'll never pipe down a good old training session.
Absolutely. But yeah, you guys basically have a day of downtime. So Ree, if you would like to do that, you absolutely can. Nikki, you are training. Talia and Viola, what would you guys like to do? It's the night before, or it's the day before the concert. The concert's gonna be tonight. Or Viola's thing is gonna be tonight.
I think Talia is going to just start reading the books that are wherever she can get them in this town.
So you have access to the bookstore, but also Rose tells you that you have access to her personal library.
She goes to Rose's personal library knowing it is going to be so much better than anything that's in the bookstore.
Yeah, so you see this huge library filled with different books. They're all alphabetized and categorized. There is a few tables around. There's like a large, like almost war table with a map of Mistdell, and there's a fireplace, and there are a few couches around. All right, you're looking for books. Viola, what are you doing?
She'll probably spend the day fixing her performance outfit from any wear and tears that might have happened on the road, because it'll be the first time she's wearing it in almost a year.
Absolutely. So I'm going to say this is all like one thing of downtime. We're going to go through this after our 5-minute break, and we will come back. We'll get your guys' downtime. I think you guys will have 2 actions of downtime, maybe 3. I'm thinking it's going to be 2 right now, but we'll see. It'll just depend. So we are going to take our 5-minute break, and then, or our 10-minute break, and then we will come right back.